Hello everybody, welcome back to another book related video here on my channel and another Bookmas video. And guess what we had last night? A surprise visitor. We had 4 inches of snow hit. I think in the wee hours it was supposed to start like 7 p.m. and I don't think it started until like 1 or 2 a.m. I am sitting outside. I'm going to enjoy the snow. I'm gonna make a little November wrap up, and also my son is out playing. He will be over here right behind the camera playing with his tractors, or over here a little bit of a distance away playing on the swing set. Do not mind him. He might be loud in this video. And you know what? I don't care. He's outside, he's playing, he's enjoying the snow. And last year was the first year that he actually got to see snow because he was born when we were stationed in Wisconsin. However, that same month that he was born, we moved to Las Vegas. So for 3 years of his life, he never knew what snow was like unless we went up to Mount Charleston. So he's enjoying the snow and he's being a child, and I love it. But in today's video, I kind of already spoiled it. We are going over all the books that I read in November. Mind you, it's going to be a long one because I read a lot. Not really, it's going to be like 8 minutes because I only read 3. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into those books. Let me go ahead and go over my technical November TBR. What books I was supposed to accomplish, which books maybe I did, and which books maybe I didn't. First, I have Red Queen. I did actually accomplish this one. Next, I have Red Rising. I did accomplish this. However, I finished it yesterday. Yesterday was the 1st of December, so I'm not going to be talking about it in this wrap up, but I did actually get to it. I just couldn't finish it on the 30th or the 31st. I think it was 30th for November. Then I also have The Hobbit, and I did finish this one. I also have On the Edge by Richard Hammond, and I did start this. However, I started it yesterday after I finished Red Rising. I'm only currently 12 pages into this book. And then finally, I do have Percy Jackson's and the Lightning Thief. I did not get to this one. I didn't necessarily try. I am so sorry. Starting on the 30th of October and going all the way till the 12th of November, I do have Cloud Cuckoo Land. I don't care if I've been saying this wrong. I've never seen the word cuckoo spelled, and why is it spelled like this? This is the part of English that, even though I'm an English speaker, sometimes I even mess up on words and I didn't even think to look it up really. But everybody keeps telling me that it's not cuckoo. And I get it. It sounds a little weird. However, I think it sounds better than Cuckoo Land. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. However, I did read this book. I started it in October. I just couldn't finish it, but I did finish it in November. It did take me a while. I was just enjoying this book, reading it very slow, and I had it in, I think, both reading vlogs. It was a fall reading vlog and then the one with actual snow. This is actually on the cover of that thumbnail. This is the one I read majority of it in, and I really enjoyed it. It was a 5-star read. I highly recommend this book. I know a lot of people had trouble with it, like it was hard to get into or just stay like motivated to read it. I heard going into it beforehand, if you just keep pushing on to around that 60% mark, everything will make sense and you will just come to love this book. And I enjoyed it in that very first chapter, very first point of view, and I just got hooked. And I think this writing style was so good. It was written so well. I loved all the POVs. There were a couple things I didn't like with maybe each character. Like each character had its own faults. Some of them, let's just say, worse than others. And then you had like great things with every character at the same time. And I felt like the overall story, the storytelling of this and Cloud Cuckoo Land, and just a city in the sky and a fable and like a hope type story, it was so interesting. And then just reading it, it was something that there were some things that I predicted with our POV called Constance, and I was right, but at the same time it was like, where is this book taking us? I had a few ideas, but I wasn't really sure, and I just recommend it because it's just such a ride, and a good ride in the best of ways. And if you can just stick it out, if you are having trouble, I feel like by the end you will absolutely enjoy it. I just hope that if you pick it up, you enjoy it as much as I did from the very beginning. Starting on the 12th of November, going all the way till the 15th, I do believe. At 3.5 stars, I do have Red Queen. I was a little bit late to this. I feel like everybody in middle school really enjoyed this series. They were always reading it, and I did enjoy it. I liked the little Divided by Blood. I liked the things that happened, but I enjoyed the ending more. I'm really excited going into that next book. I'm excited to see what happens. I knew it wasn't going to happen the way I wanted it to, but I really wanted her to be with somebody else, and of course there was something that happened that basically they weren't together. They weren't going to stay together, and in the future. And I'm coming around to the other character that we get, the other person, but at the same time it's like, dang, even if I knew that they weren't going to last, I really wanted them to be together. And I just really enjoyed this still, even though I wasn't following the person I really wanted to. And I really like how we come about. I'm not going to spoil it, but basically how she finds out exactly her blood and some things about her blood. I really enjoyed that, and then just following her from that point on. I felt like in the beginning it wasn't that interesting, but once we got to her at this certain point when she was, let's just say, invited, or she went to this place and then she fell, that point on forward was very interesting, and I just enjoyed it so much. And I do recommend this, but I definitely feel like middle school, maybe high school is definitely the age range. If you really like YA, which I normally do, but sometimes even I'm like, ooh, this is a little too YA for me. This is almost how I feel about this book. It's not too bad. However, I feel like if maybe I would have read it just a couple years ago, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more. I definitely want to see what the next book is, and then if I enjoy that book, continue on with the rest of the series. And then we get into into my final book in the month of November. It's only 3 books, I'm so sorry. Starting on the 18th and going all the way till the 21st, I do have The Hobbit. I finally tackled this book. If you've been here a while and seen a few of my TBR jar videos, especially some, I feel like at the end, maybe of 2023 to 2024 in general, I put this on, I think like 4 different TBRs. Never got around to it. Finally got around to it. I really enjoyed it. It was 4 stars. I love the magical element to it. It's just like the movie. You're following this hobbit on his unexpected journey. I think it's actually what the first Hobbit is called. And he's just following this wizard, and I think it's like 12 other dwarves. They're going through the mountains, they're going through the woods, they're going all through these different places, and you're stumbling across like giant wolves, eagles that fly you places, trolls, bad people. There's so many things that they stumble across, and I feel like each time that they escape, it's so unique or so different. Like I like each time that they escaped. It made it very interesting, and I really enjoyed the story. I hate that I put it off for so long. I just didn't want to tackle it, and I do want to eventually read The Lord of the Rings. I want to try and collect them in this size because, or this cover, because the hardbacks that I really want are like $70 to $100, and I just can't justify spending that much money on books. 4 books in total. Not even going on a shopping spree and getting like 20 books for that price, or that could have went to some car part for one of my vehicles, potentially, or money towards it. Like I need a wheel bearing as we sit right now. $70 off a 250 or so wheel hub assembly. Like come on, I can't justify that. So I do want to get into this. I definitely recommend this and then watching the movie, and I think reading The Lord of the Rings will be the same. This and the movie were very similar from what I can remember. It's been about like 10 years since I've watched the movie, so it's been a while, but every time I got to a certain spot, I was just picturing the entire movie in my head. This was very entertaining, and I just hate that I put it off for so many years. And those are the 3 books that I read in November, so let's go ahead and get into my monthly statistics. First off, if you have not seen my last TBR videos, for the month of October and November, we're supposed to be trying to finish my 25 and 25 list. Because I did not finish, well at the time it was Red Rising, On the Edge with Richard Hammond and Percy Jackson. That was 3 books that I have not accomplished on my 25 and 25. Technically I also finished Red Rising, and I'm starting at least Richard Hammond. So I only have 2 books as we're sitting right now on the 2nd of December left on that list. I'm so excited. So we actually accomplished in November 22 out of 25 of those books, which is about 88%, and I only had around 19 books accomplished in the previous month. Now my physical TBR, I hate this. I hate this so much. So originally my goal was supposed to be around 65. I'm not hitting that this year. There's no way I can hit it unless if I read like 10 extra books on top of the books that I want to finish. I bought a few books, I thrifted a couple books, and I also went on thrift books because for my birthday I ordered thrift books, I think 3 books, because I had a birthday like double points, then I had a free book for my birthday. So I got like 3 books in total. Because of that and so many double points, I had another free book, and I thought it was expiring. So what did I do? I went and bought 3 new books. So I added 6 books to my physical TBR. I'm so sorry. At least they're part of like a series, so it's nice because I can jump into, and I think I'm going to enjoy the series because it's Christian. Last month my TBR, my physical TBR was at 77 books, and because I did all of that stupid stuff of buying books again, now my physical TBR is at 79. Mind you, like I said, it's supposed to be around 65 by the time that the year ends. Yeah, I'm not reading 10 books in the month of December. That's not happening, but that's okay. We're gonna try harder next year, and considering I think I started this year around 97 books, give or take, like it was very close to 100, me being 20 books down and also having bought multiple books for my birthday and throughout the entire year, I feel like that's not so bad. However, we need to try harder next year. In total for the month of November, that is, I have finished 46 books this year, which is not bad. That's actually really good compared to last year, but I'm not hitting my second goal at 65 books. This month, mystery and sci-fi are both tied in first place with 8 books read. Last month, I think sci-fi was in second place. It had 7 books and mystery had 8. Going into next month, I can tell you right now that that's going to be changing. And then of course, for this month, I only read 3 books at 1,233 pages. I did have 1 5-star read, and of course that was Cloud Cuckoo Land, and that was also my favorite book for the month of November. And there you have it. That is my November wrap up. Kind of short, hopefully a little bit sweet with this video. Just another wrap up and also another video to add for my Bookmas vlogs. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you're curious about any book related videos, any Bookmas videos, or any future wrap ups or TBRs, go ahead, subscribe, stay in touch with my YouTube community, my YouTube channel, and also I do have a playlist with all of my book videos. I hope to see you in another video here on my channel. Merry Christmas, and of course, God bless. Run that way. Run by to the trailer. Ready, set, go! I think it's actively snowing right now. I have a little bit of flurries going every which way. Who is going that fast out there? I thought somebody was coming up the drive. I about slipped and fell with my cowboy boots. Meow! Oh, a cat, not a car. Sorry, my bad. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Like, look at it. What are you doing with that snowball? You missed. Come here, I'll help you make a snow angel. You want me to help you make a snow angel?
I want to make a snow.
Okay.
No, I will make a snowman with snow.
No, I didn't say a snowman. I said a snow angel. I don't got gloves on. My hands are red from throwing snow with you.
How do we make one?
You lay on your back and you go like this and move your legs like this. Make a ball.
Oh.
Once you get a ball,
What?
then go like this. Rotate. Be gentle with it. See how it's packing up snow?
Yeah.
That's how you make a snowman. Keep going. Start with that and just keep going. No, this is the sign of the good snow when it clumps together. Or when you have ice and you can chuck ice. And also this is why you have kids. That sounds terrible. I shouldn't say so you can throw things at them. You could give them a good childhood experience. Like chucking snowballs at them. Pushing them down in the snow. Tweet tweet! Wow! That's a cool snowman.
Hit it.
No, I'm not hitting it.